So you're super excited for this episode.
Super excited to be here.
Guys.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jenna.
I'm Annitsa. This is Two Blank Girls, episode 18.
Holy shit. I was thinking 19, so glad you're here to
Don't jump the gun.
That.
Don't you jump the gun.
And this episode, I don't know, get started. How's about that?
Wow.
I was going somewhere with that, and then I lost it.
If this is any indication, we're about to have a really fun episode.
Yeah, I also haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm kind of like, I'm drinking my tea.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes.
On the morning.
It's the morning. That's right. On the morning of October 3rd, we are two adventurous girls. And we're back. And you're also stressed.
Like that's a nice thing to
yeah,
start
we're
with.
just talking about my brain fog. I don't know what is going on, but wicked brain fog and like panicking over my forgetting stuff. Like I have every day had something where I like where your gut drops for a second. You're like, oh fuck, I forgot to do this like really important thing, and then I have to sit there and rewind in my head like, oh my god, did I do it? Yeah, no, I did it. I don't think I did it, and then just. So that's what kind of day I'm having.
Wow.
But I really like this.
Morning.
Well, and let's tell people about our stuff first.
Our business. She's going to drink, so I'm going to talk. So guys, follow us on all of the platforms, as you know, Twitter, _girls, Instagram, blank girls podcast. I don't know, Facebook, whatever. Patreon.
Speaking of Patreon, you guys can be I'll go into what I was saying speaking of Patreon, but Patreon, you can be a patron as little as $1 a month. You get to see behind the scenes of us shooting the show, t-shirts, that cool shit. But one of our patrons let me know that she too hates washing her hands and runs the water. She does it too.
Shut up.
Ashley, yeah. Oh, I just called her out. Whoops. But yeah, she straight up was like, I hate it. I hate washing my hands.
Yay!
So, for those of you who haven't listened to that episode yet, go to Disgusting. We talk about some of our disgusting habits, but we're not alone.
We're not alone. And maybe it's not so disgusting, you guys.
Yeah,
Who cares?
I told her, and that's what I texted her back. I was like, you know what? I'm sure everyone kind of sort of has, maybe it's not the hand washing, but some sort of disgusting thing that we talked about.
Yeah.
And they get it and they relate to it. And I'm like, and that's why we're doing it. Because, people just don't talk about that kind of stuff. And, you know,
well, and
we are willing to.
And one of our patrons got excited that she was shouted out as well. So
yes, she did. So you guys, you could be shouted out.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You could be listening to an episode and then all of a sudden we say your name and you're famous, because obviously we're famous.
We're so famous. But adventurous.
Oh, adventurous. I love this
cool
word. I love this word. So, disposed to seek an undertaking usually involving danger and unknown risks, or it's just to cope with the new and exciting or remarkable experience.
And it's just being adventurous just means you're willing to take a risk.
Yeah,
or
try
something new. And it's not always when I think of adventurous, I'm always thinking about doing
physical stuff,
but it's also an idea, a concept, an experience.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I really do. I love this word, and I
love it too.
I can implement it a little more.
It goes along with being brave, which was our first. Which word our first word of the program. It was our first podcast word, and I feel like it very much ties into that.
Yeah, and it's something I think I could definitely work on. I wish I was more adventurous.
Yeah,
but that comes with sometimes having a little more time. You need time. You need money sometimes. Not always.
So it's if you're adventurous,
but sometimes
you just
I feel
drop
like
everything and say fuck it and just go.
Know. That's what I'm doing this weekend.
Yeah.
I am just dropping everything, and I'm getting the fuck out of town. I'm being adventurous this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm going to a new country.
Ooh.
I'm going to London with my mother and to see my sister. So that feels adventurous, and that to me is the only thing getting me going right now. It's the only thing getting me out of bed. Because right now, everything sucks. I don't know why, but everything sucks. So to me, having an adventure to look forward to.
Dude, travel is the ultimate adventure.
Oh, my God.
Travel is the best. Especially, I think, traveling alone, too, is really adventurous.
It's so fun. Yeah.
It's really adventurous because a lot of people don't do it.
No. I did it. I loved it. Best trip of my life to New Orleans. I went by myself and it was fucking amazing. Because you're also like, not that not traveling like with you would be fun and like my other friends. It's really fun to travel with people, but the thought of doing it alone leaves you like there's no like input from anyone.
No, man,
but
you
yourself.
do whatever you want.
You do. You get literally up. You're not worrying about like, oh, what should we all do today? Like, where should we go? It's like what all the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
If I want to just go to New Orleans and I just got up and would go like sit in Jackson Square and just eat, that's like all I wanted to do. And that's the cool thing about traveling by yourself.
It's true because it also gets frustrating sometimes when you are with multiple people because you have to like wait for people to get up and get ready. Everybody's got to shower. Everybody's got to get, so it's a whole thing.
That's rough. So like being adventurous on your own, to me, it allows you to just kind of really go places and do things that you might not do with other people. But
I love it.
Travel with your friends too and family.
For sure.
It's dope,
because let me say, it does get really fucking lonely to fly all the time by yourself. It's so boring sometimes. Like, because I travel. I'm
not looking forward to
travel
this
home and anywhere by myself so much of the time, and I'm just like, oh. So it does get super fun when you are with someone on the plane. It's like, oh hi, friend. I love friend trips.
Yeah,
so
I know.
much.
I wish I had more of that.
I know, dude.
And like road trips to me are very like my dream is to
fun.
like. Because Cole and I almost did it once, but then we totally fucking backed out and became losers. But it's at night and we're like, let's just drive to like the Grand Canyon tonight. We can be there in like how many hours? Let's just go. Like we don't have anything to do tomorrow. Let's just drive. And we were like, yeah. And then, reality kicks in and you're like, no.
Well, what did I say to you like 2 days ago? I said, I want us to just fucking take a road trip. And I mean, like, I want us to take like 3 days and just go somewhere.
Yeah.
And just say, fuck it. Like, I don't care. Let's go somewhere in California we've never been. Because this state is so incredible.
I know.
Traveling north,
seen, like any of it.
Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
And our friend Patrick just went on a big adventure. He decided to move out of California and to go to Indiana and start a new life.
Start over.
Yeah. And he drove there and he went on his own. But I mean, I think just the thought of him leaving, making the decision to leave, and it's very probably scary, but like I think I always tell people, I'm like, it's an adventure if anything, because you have no idea what's coming and you're taking a risk and you never know what'll happen. So super proud of Patrick.
I love adventures that are fresh starts. That to me is so incredible. Like when I moved to New York, when I just up and did it. When
Moving
I
is
moved to
my
California,
favorite.
Isn't it just like so exciting?
I would just want to move now.
I know.
I just want to go.
You're gonna go to London. You'll be like, bye,
dude. I told that I was like, I have a feeling I'm not coming back.
Oh my God.
But like, I feel like London's going to be one of those, because even my mom, who's like Miss Mount Pleasant, never wants to leave.
Have you never been to London?
No.
Oh.
Dude, this is my first time.
Okay.
I've never been. So it's an adventure for me. And, but even my mom, who like doesn't leave her 2 mile radius in Mount Pleasant, she's like, I would move to London. And I'm like, oh shit. So it's going to be bad.
I'm talking like, what? You've never been to London? Oh my God. Like, geez.
I know. I can't believe
it's a great fucking that's when I feel like I'm so connected to all those BBC shows and like Sherlock, I'm obsessed with, and Luther and stuff. Whenever I watch
Should I go like recreate the
please.
show?
And and honestly, like that's my like secret thing in my head is always like, I belong there.
Yeah.
Like that's where I would live.
I've been thinking about it so much because I've been doing like some kind of like nerdy research online. Like, what could I go see? And there's some exhibits I want to go see. And I'm just looking at this city and I'm like, fuck. It's old world, but it's modern. It's
so cool.
So cool. I'm like, I'm like, can I go work over there for like a month? But yeah, I do wish I had more opportunities like this. I mean, I do. Well, I'm very lucky. But
that's why we want to travel as part of our jobs, because like we can stay in a home base wherever we are, but then it's like we get to experience, like that's the ultimate dream for me, is like I want to be an actor and I want to travel the world so that I can go and I can experience living in all these different places for any period of time and just like live.
Because you get so, I feel like we're so like in our little routines.
Dude, I hate
that
being stagnant to me is the worst fucking feeling.
Yeah.
I always need, that's why, even the littlest things like changing my hair, getting a tattoo, getting a piercing.
Yeah,
it's like I have to do something
new. I know.
Yeah, because I get so sick of just being the same thing or doing the same things. And,
well, that's why we got to put more adventure in our life.
Well, dude, I was a super adventurous child.
Oh, me too.
Like crazy adventurous. Like we used to have this thing. We actually called them adventures. My dad and my brothers and I would always go on adventures, and we even had a theme song.
Sweet.
Which I feel like I should
go for
sing
it.
to you
Sing
right now.
it.
It goes a little something like this. North Dakota, Sprincenatic. North Dakota, Sprincenatic. Yay!
Oh, that.
It's set to the theme of Indiana Jones.
Oh, I hear it. Got it.
And so we would put our hands together and we would sing it, and then we would go on adventures, which means like we would ride our bikes for like 30 miles to some random town and just like be there. We would go exploring like caves. We would go for hikes. When we were really little, this is so fucking dangerous too. I think about it, like we crossed as little kids, like 5 and under, crossed the Little Muddy River with my dad walking. And it was like fucking current ripping us across. We were holding hands and it's all rocks at the bottom. So it's like really rough to walk across, and we were like, and just screaming, and my dad was just like, hold on.
Yeah, and your dad definitely seems like the dad that like would do like really fun, like really fun, like kooky, take you anywhere and like do that kind of stuff. My dad, not so much, but as kids though, we were all super adventurous, and that's what I think. I mean, yeah, like. Well, we've had this conversation. Wasn't it you and me talking about how like being a kid now sucks?
Yeah, because you don't go and do anything.
You don't do anything.
Go outside. You can't just,
you're gonna get
loose.
like kidnapped or like
which
raped,
is such bullshit.
Which is really
yeah, but is that really the world has changed that much, or are we just paranoid? I
don't know because I mean we talked about how like being a kid for us was so fun and like
just go outside.
You went outside all day. And you went anywhere you wanted, and then you just as long as you were back before dinner and stuff, like that was it.
Yeah.
And now everybody today is like, no, you can't do that. You can't just let your children out like that. And I'm like, damn it.
Come on. Yes, I can.
Could you do? But like, is that because they live in LA, or
maybe.
Like if we're in like Bismarck and Charleston, like, is it that big? I don't know. But
dude, I swear to you, I'm gonna throw my kids outside and say
I'm
bye.
Like, bye. Don't come back, please. Yeah, because it's just like I feel like kids don't get to have adventures like they used to. Not
it's
like
sad.
we did. It's really sad. Their adventure lives in a screen.
Oh no.
Oh, I hate that for them. That's so lame.
Because I just yearn for those days still. I mean, the idea of just like getting up, that's kind of just being a kid is just adventure because you don't know what your day is going to be. In the summer especially, you get up and you're like, what do I do today?
I could do anything. Yeah, I'm just going to run around. Our favorite thing was Twister. We played Twister, like the movie.
Oh,
or we'd
like
be running we'd be running from tornadoes and hiding in ditches and like getting the belt and like wrapping it around us and like trees, and that was like so fun to us. But yeah, we just don't.
Dude, we used to make up all and you make up games.
Oh,
and you, like, come up with cool stuff, and like you fuck with your siblings, and you just and the neighbor kids, and just like.
And we used to have like in our first neighborhood, we used to have this old creepy man that lived down the street, and he was, he wasn't creepy, but
like, is he a molester?
No, but we thought he was. We were like, ooh, spooky, in his house, and
this
our
poor
adventure.
Guy.
I know we probably like traumatized him, and we would just love to just like hide in the bushes and like try to like get his attention, and then if he sees you and he'd like scream and run away. Like we used to come up with all kinds of shit, and I'm sad that we don't do that anymore.
Dude, I think about that's why I still love to do stuff like when we were kids. Like I keep thinking like we need to organize like a cool day in the park, like baseball, or like go and do something fun, and just the shit that we did is that's why you and I we would do roller skating or just stuff that's like fun activities,
and it's a little silly.
It's
and
playing.
Then you get out of your head a little bit and just go like be dumb and have fun.
I just want to play like all the time. I mean,
I just don't want to work anymore.
I know.
I really don't.
No, okay, because Sam and
that makes me feel like a fucking millennial where I'm like entitled to be like, I don't want to work. But I don't mean it in that way. I mean it like
you don't want to feel like you're working. You want to do what you love.
I just like.
No,
my God.
Sam and I were talking about this yesterday because it was fucking revolutionary what he said to me. I was like, oh my God, Sam, you're a genius. Because he's
dying really like he's like a master now, a guru,
he's just like,
a bhagwan.
He just said to me, he just goes, I'm actually making this more. He didn't say it in these exact words, but basically he was just like, the 40-hour work week is a social construct. Like, you don't need to do that. Yeah. It's not. He's like, you go to other countries, that's not what it's like. You don't, the idea of working and overworking is an American thing. And he said, it's just wrong. He's like, just because you don't want to work a 9 to 5 or just because you don't want to work a 40-hour work week does not make you lazy. It makes you just want to live life. So like we should be able to find.
But don't we need people to work 9 to 5s? Because we need things. We need those people.
Not everybody's the same. There
I
are,
know. Do people not feel like this?
No, but it's just saying like, we shouldn't feel lazy or wrong or judged by people if we're like, you know what, I'm not going to take that 9 to 5, or I'm not going to fucking bust my ass to make money because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. I'm
just going to try to find ways to live on less and, find my own way to do something. And I think that was genius when it was just like, wait a minute, you're right. Like, why? Because I'm feeling guilty sometimes where it's just like, okay, why haven't I taken something yet? Why haven't I, settled down and found something that's like steady? And it's like, maybe that's not my life. Maybe I don't want that. I know. You and I want to be our own bosses.
Yeah, it's a huge thing. Like, and it's about like freeing up our time, because like I feel like just my time is just sucked. Not that I don't enjoy my job, I do, but it's just such a like routine thing, and it's such a structured thing, and I just am craving this like.
And that's not what life is about.
Yeah, you know what was adventurous for me yesterday?
What?
I took myself out to breakfast.
Hey, there you go.
Sat in a little cafe by myself and had the most delicious breakfast. And that to me was like out of my comfort zone, because all I was like, oh, I should be going, I should be there at a certain time and I should do that. And I was like, no. I was like, stop. Like, I'm just going to go enjoy my morning.
That's so good. See, because I think so much of the time what we do now is we work. Everybody just lives to work, which is the wrong. I mean, for some people, hey, man, that's great.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's like, there's so much more to life than that. And like being adventurous is like taking a risk and saying, fuck that. Maybe that's not what I want. Maybe that's not for me. And you and I have both done that in the past too, where we have just quit. Like I did it recently. You did it a year ago. And it was just like, let's quit this thing that's like steady and supposedly makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's not
that's
what I want.
We got to think of it as being adventurous and not like...
It's taking a risk.
Because you did. At first you're like, oh fuck, what did I just do? But then it's like you're risking to create another idea. It's like a risk to create like a different
create a new
life.
life for yourself, which is possible at any stage. And I think for adults, that's something really important to remember, because we don't feel like we can reinvent ourselves all the time. And you can. At 50 years old, you can reinvent yourself. Like I've told my mom, like she's so incredible and she's in her 50s. And I feel like there are times when she just thinks, okay, this is it for me.
Yeah.
But dude, no way. She's got so much fucking potential. She can do anything she wants. She can recreate her life.
Both of our moms, like I'm like, mom thinks she's too old to like start something now. And I'm like, but if you're really good at something, you can like, and you spent your whole life raising kids and doing for others. So it's like, oh my God, you've got to take the chance to
be
like,
kind of like a single person again.
Yeah. And do it and start over. So, and that's why we, hopefully we're doing it now, being a little more adventurous, taking more risks, coming up with ideas and concepts for our own lives now, because
dude, it's infinite though.
I'm sure it's hard when you're older.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, it's scary now.
I know
what
I'm
I mean?
31 and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah. But it's
like,
just but the idea of reinvention is so exciting to me, because I feel like there are infinite possibilities. Like there's such a huge world out there, and we live in this tiny little space, and when you think about the possibilities, it's like
well, also go to the flip side of that, knowing that the world is so big and you are such a small little part of it.
Go do
but
what you
then
want.
That's why it's like,
who cares?
Who cares?
Nobody cares what you do.
The world is so big and there's so many problems and
nobody
shit.
cares
like,
what you do.
You are little and insignificant, so do what you want.
Do something fun. Yeah.
It literally doesn't matter. Now, we talk the talk a lot. Like, I'm sitting here listening
I truly believe it in my heart of hearts.
I do believe it, but we don't ever put it into practice.
Okay, let's be real. There's also the side of us that is responsible, which is important as well. We like, as much as I think that I would just quit everything, get rid of my apartment, move, just all of a sudden drive across the country and live as a nomad. That's not going to happen for me, because I do like stability and I do like things. I like creature comforts. So there's got to be a balance. We have to find a balance. But I think as an adult, I mean, I feel like I still am adventurous. Like, I mean, we did Rugged Maniac, which is that like ridiculous obstacle
which was really hard.
Thing.
That was really hard for me, but the fact that we did it and finished it made me feel good, because I was
so
like,
much fun.
It was so fun, but
it was an adventure because we didn't know what to expect.
Tough though, and I was scared, and I got stuck at the top of a huge fucking
wall
where people had to physically come up and help me get over because I froze and freaked the fuck out.
But you still did it.
But I still did it. And it's like,
and
I feel like we definitely need to do more of that.
Oh, for sure.
We should find a little thing and then let's just like set a goal and do it.
I love doing that shit. I even said it to Jess recently. I'm like, why haven't we done it since then? She's like, oh, it's too far away. I don't want to drive down there. I'm like, yeah, I get that.
No, but like even like doing like some sort of physical thing where we set a goal and like start like, I don't know,
like we want to hike to the top of this thing, or we want to, I don't know. I mean, well, it's like my dad and I always do things. This is me on like a spur of the moment situation. I never think about it.
Sometimes I'm better if you don't think.
Yeah. Cause like my dad and I just decided to do like the 150-mile bike ride in one day, which we only got about 80 to 90 miles because there was a terrible accident. But we just decided to do it. And it was like, listen, this is maybe the wrong thing to do in the world, but I never train for anything and I just do it. Yeah. So like I was going to ride 150 miles on my bike in one day and I hadn't ridden my bike in like a year. So I was like, what?
Yeah, but I think that's when you learn shit about yourself.
Well, that's when I get the most excited because I push and I realized like, holy shit, I did it. That's why with Rugged Maniac, there were things that I thought I wouldn't be able to do and I did it all. And I was like, holy shit.
Well, I think what happens is when you allow yourself time to think,
you freak out.
You start like doubting and freaking out. So like spur of the moment stuff, you know, can be really good.
Well, and that like in college I was sitting in class and these people came to talk right before class and they were like, hey guys, we have a 5K for Habitat for Humanity tomorrow if anybody wants to sign up. And I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah. And I fucking ran a 5K the next morning and like I didn't think about I wasn't a runner. I didn't do anything and I just went. And when I think about it now, I'm like, Jesus, what a idiot. You know, but I just did it and like
you just do I mean, especially when it hits you, like if you're going like I feel like when I go through stuff, like when I'm not saying that you were going through something at that moment, but like and something like dangles in front of you like that, you're kind of like, fuck. I think you should always say yes.
Like, yes.
Cuz so many times I say no.
And it's so much more fun to say yes.
Yeah.
There's so
even
many,
if it ends up sucking.
Yeah, you have something to laugh about.
You either have a good story or like, you know, like how, you know, or Adventurous for me, when we went through that, I was been talking about that haunted house a lot that we went to in Steve's neighborhood.
Oh,
that we went through, you know, and that was really scary for me. And then we ended up going in it a second time and it ended up being really fun. And it's just about, you know, I feel like Adventurous has to, like, some people think it's this grand thing, but even going through a stupid fucking neighborhood haunted house means you step out of your comfort zone and you, like, do something. And it always ends up being fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, like, we went on, think about the airboat ride we did in New Orleans.
Oh, my God.
We did in Louisiana.
It's so weird. I text Patrick. They're in New Orleans today. And I was like, you got to go do that airboat tour.
Dude, because that was Adventurous. It was, like, pitch black. We went on a sunset ride.
Yeah.
Guys, if you are ever in Louisiana in the New Orleans area, holy shit.
Yeah.
Do it. Go on an airboat
with
ride.
Arthur McElwain or whatever. It's a family owned airboat. Oh my God. I can't fucking talk. Airboat tour, but yeah.
Dude, unbelievable. We went on a sunset one. So you're going like 70 miles an hour
floating on the water.
Across the water. And then it becomes, the sun sets and then it's pitch black and you can't see shit and you're flying.
And you're flying on the water with the moon like shining on the water and that's all you have. Yeah, it was amazing.
Unbelievable. So stuff like those things, and you know, like going camping or going hiking or doing something that you just feel like is, again, out of your comfort zone.
Or just something you don't do on a like normal basis.
Yeah, even if like, you know, going to a museum by yourself one day is something you don't do, that's adventurous to me. Like that's I think about that all the time. I'm like, oh, I just want to go somewhere by myself and be there, and I never do it because I don't want to spend the money or I don't want to drive.
I know we have a lot of excuses.
Oh hell yeah, it's so easy to do that. Like I went, oh God, a couple years ago. This turned out to be extremely adventurous, which I wasn't prepared for at all. My boyfriend at the time, he and I went a little like 2 hours upstate to go tubing. And I was like, and it was with a bunch of people. And I'd never been tubing before. And I'm thinking, oh, yay, like lazy river, just like sitting in these inner tubes and just like floating down with like, just, you know, Cokes and chips and just having a good time. Okay. It was like a fucking rapid. Yeah, like no joke. Like for a while, towards the end, it became a lazy river. But for the first chunk, holy shit, getting in the water, we both like lost our shoes and I lost my shirt. And because we tipped over, it flipped everywhere. We lost like everything. Shit. And we almost got like sucked down the river without our shit.
Yeah.
I mean, again, so many times I've said this about the ocean, but just water in general, like bodies of water, I have such a healthy respect for that, because when you get in a current and you feel that power and it sucks you down, it's like,
you up.
Holy shit, dude. So for me, it became that day we got like super sunburned. We were on the water for 8 hours. We were sunburnt. We were like water thrashed. And then because I didn't have my shoes, I had to walk barefoot on the rocks when we would pull off to like get anywhere. So my fucking feet were so like bloodied and fucked up. Shit. And when you should have seen us, when we finally got out of the water, we were just like, like battle worn. And I think going through that together, it was kind of an amazing experience, because we were both just like, holy shit, what did we just do?
Yeah.
And it brought us closer somehow.
Totally.
You know?
I mean, that's usually and to be adventurous, you know, you might go, it might be hard. It might be really fucking hard, but it always is like, I feel like there's such a payoff no matter what to like stepping outside.
I'm trying to think, you know, there's that idea that there's that like classic saying, and that you don't regret the things that you've done. You regret what you haven't done.
Michael Jordan's like,
you miss
100 shots that you don't
that's
take.
Wayne Gretzky, isn't it?
Oh. But that's the gist, right? It's like you miss 100 shots you don't take or whatever. That doesn't make any sense. But like, yeah, you miss the shots that you don't take. That's kind of the gist?
Well, it's just you never ever regret what you do. You regret what you don't do. Yeah. Because like I'm trying to think of something that I remember and going, I should never have done that. That was terrible. Because even if it was terrible, it's just funny.
Yeah, that's only like going to the dentist for me. You know, it's like those kind of things. That's
like,
the only thing I'm like,
again.
I should have never done that.
Never again.
No, there's nothing in my life that I can look back being like, oh, I should have never done that. Or like ruin, you know, there's nothing. And even if things are real, if you take a chance
and you make a mistake,
and it's really bad, I mean, what are you gonna fucking do?
No,
like, you're not dead.
It's still cool. It's still badass that you did it. And I think that goes for anything, as far as like, you know, quitting your job, starting something new, believing in yourself enough to just try something when no one else thinks you can do it. Yeah. You know, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, picking up the camera thing for me was adventurous, because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I still don't. I truly don't. And like, but learning. It's working out really great, just because I think for the first time. Well, and I think that, you know, we should do that too, as far as like, you know, we want to write and like make a movie, and it's like, we just got to be more adventurous about it. Mm-hmm. We've just got to be like,
get out of our heads.
If it sucks, it sucks. Like, nobody's going to die. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's still hard. That's a hard.
Well, there are some things that I absolutely will not do. And I think that I am very not adventurous in this mindset. Like, I have my limits. I will never bungee jump. I will never skydive.
See, I had a big urge to skydive for my birthday this year. Past year.
But I just imagine you getting up there and you would be crying. You would be so scared.
But I always try to picture the moment like when you are out.
When you land.
And it's happening and you're literally flying. Because I watched Will Smith, that stupid fucking YouTube special. Did you see that?
No.
That just happened?
No.
So for Will Smith's 50th birthday, I don't know why I got sucked into it. It was like live on YouTube. But so for his 50th birthday, he bungee jumped out of a helicopter over the Grand Canyon. And it was, the view was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. But he was trying to be super cool. Like, you know, on the ground, you know, he was just like, and, you know, Jada Pinkett Smith, like, came in and was being all strong and, like, got his face. Was like, you can do this. And I was like, yeah. And then he gets up in the helicopter and you can just see it on his face. He is just frozen, paralyzed. He's just, like, trying to be really chill. And then he goes out and there's still a moment that you can hear him where he's just like, ah! And then when he finally lets go, he is screaming. I'm gonna start crying talking about it. Like, he is just like, oh my God. And he's like, this is the most beautiful moment I've like, and like looking, and like when you see where he's floating through the Grand Canyon, and he just is like so emotional, and it's like the greatest day of his life.
How do you like get back up if you're like hanging from a helicopter? They just start
he
pulling you?
bounces, and then the helicopter just flies him, and he's hanging, just free hanging over the Grand Canyon.
Well,
and then he puts him down.
Well, where do they put? Oh, they just drop him somewhere.
Yeah, like they like hover over the ground and just gently put him down. Yeah,
that just sounds really funny to me to be like, oh god, the ground is coming, and just like drop.
But it looked amazing, and I was like, and he was like, it was the greatest thing I ever did.
I can't do it. It's like this. No, I can't do it. I won't do it. There are certain things. There's like the risk and then the payoff. And I think there are certain things for me where the risk outweighs the payoff. And I'm just like, no, man.
I know if I could be guaranteed that if I jumped out of a plane, nothing would, like the risk is only like 2% or something, I'd be like, okay, I'll do it. Of course, I'm going to be fucking scared, but the thought of going past my fear so hardcore and literally flying, I would just start crying. I was like I just want to fly and just be like completely free. I want to be Tom Cruise.
See, I'll do like a parasailing thing, which seems weird because I don't know how that's different, but it's like I'm attached to something. I feel like I was born to fly a plane or something, but not jump out of it free falling. Like that's not my thing. Like just something so unnatural. I would definitely skydive over bungee jumping though.
No. Something about bungee jumping scares me to death. I'm like, oh my God, you bouncing like that? I don't know.
I think I remember Leonardo DiCaprio like on Oprah when I was young. I remember him being on Oprah and he had an interview saying that I think he had tried doing it twice, jumping out of a plane, and both times he almost died. Oh. Both times the parachute didn't fucking open and
Jesus
something happened.
Christ,
yeah,
not Leo.
And I know exactly. I was like, no, save Leo. But when I heard that, I went, no. And that's what he said too. I think he literally said, he's like, there's something so unnatural.
Look at fucking Tom Cruise jumping out of a plane
like hundreds of times,
just shoot one shot. Like he to me is but
he's like, what is it? Some fucking Scientology like alien god who just doesn't believe he's of this planet. Yeah. So like he doesn't have fucking fears at all, and
that's so cool though, man. I wish I had a little. We love Tom Cruise. We're in a Tom Cruise phase right now.
Yeah, it's like we know he's crazy pants, but fucking he is a movie star.
Oh my God, we're like she messaged me the announcement that the new Mission Impossible is gonna be out on a DVD, and I was like, behind the scenes extras, because all we do is love watching him, seeing how he does all these fucking
he's
stunts,
insane, and it's so incredible,
and we're obsessed. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the day when he like does his stunt and he dies, and that's
it. But you know what?
Go out,
do it, hard. Man. If you're gonna fucking go. I want Tom Cruise to go like that, because then he just did what he loved. He was doing what he loved, and
then the movie shut down, and everyone loses millions of dollars.
Yeah, that wouldn't be cool. But I don't know. That is so. And he even I watched the video of him getting James Corden to jump out of a plane, and I was just so like, funny. That's so incredible. Like, but I mean, I'm not jumping out of planes anytime soon. But
I would have to be drugged up and sort of like, with my eyes closed, and just be like, like I was falling asleep, and just be like, fuck it, like I don't pay attention.
See it first. If I just like couldn't watch it, like happening.
If you were blind to what was happening, if they put me asleep on the plane till I got up there, and then I was like half awake / in a weird meditation zone.
I won't even get my ears pierced, so I don't even know what I'm doing talking about fucking skydiving.
She will get. Well, I was there when you got your first tattoo, and you were so terrified, and now she's like got 100 of them, and
I'm obsessed.
But she gets tattoos, but she won't get her ears pierced. I'm like, you are so stupid.
Even though I did see a girl with the dopest her they were like pierced up in here, and it looks so cool, and I was like,
yeah, well, I recently
that would be very adventurous.
Pierced my cartilage up top, and that got infected and fucked up, so I had to
that's
pull
why
it
I
out.
can't do it.
Sucks.
Can't do that.
Sucks.
But the little things.
Yeah, but you do like roller coasters and stuff.
Oh, love a good roller coaster.
I thought you're getting more cautious with that stuff now.
It is getting a little harder for me as I get older. Like I get a little more, but I think that's just like getting older. You get a little more like paranoid about stuff going wrong. I fucking
love a theme park, but
and then you see like people flying out of them, so I'm like, that's cool. Like I get that gets a little much.
The only thing the thing I think about is like when. What's his face? What's the fucking dude who got his face smashed by a bird?
Oh,
what's
like Yanni, not
no,
Yanni.
I kept thinking that too, but it's not.
Yanni?
It's the guy. Yanni's a musician. This guy is the one who does the "I can't believe it's not butter" or whatever, right?
What the fuck is it?
Why the fuck can't I think of it? It's so he's like
Yanni
that.
though.
Yanni is a musician that is not.
I gotta
that.
look him up.
No, look up the other guy, guys.
Yanni. Oh, I know who Yanni is. Okay, no, who? Okay, I'm gonna Google man.
Can't believe it's not butter. No, what is his name?
Face.
You guys are all saying
screaming
saying the name like this is it. This is it.
Never forget.
Okay, she's looking it up.
Fabio.
There we go. He's like the cover of romance novels.
It says, never forget the day Fabio killed a bird with his face.
I think about that, and that is fucking funny. If I got hit with a bird, that's funny.
Oh yeah, that'd be worth.
That'd be really fucking funny. Yeah. But like, I don't want to fall out or get. But we have talked about that so many times. A kid with his head who got his head chopped off.
Oh my god, in the water slide.
That's so fucked up.
And then women just flying out of fucking roller coasters.
That's insane.
At the top.
Flying out? What do you mean? Like recently?
Yes, that woman. It was either like a fair. I mean, fairs are like, you know,
god, they're put together in like 2 days.
But no, a woman like literally came off and flew out of a roller coaster, and hit the ground. I can't.
I know. I don't want to laugh. That's fucking terrible.
It's horrendous.
I mean, but again, you take that chance. The whole idea of adventure is that you are willing to take the risk. So there you go.
Even if it's, maybe your adventure is trying a new brand of toilet paper.
Hell yeah.
You know what? Embrace
maybe it's trying a new style, like trying a different pair of pants that you've never styled,
that you've never
worn,
or
and you're
doing your hair,
to wear.
or if it's going to sleep in the Grand Canyon or jumping out of a plane, just do you. Be adventurous,
guys. It's totally worth it because honestly, what the fuck else are you gonna do? Just sit around?
If you die flying off a roller coaster, at least you tried. Is that where we're going?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So if you die, don't worry about it.
You can thank us.
You can thank me and Annitsa. Okay. I do feel it. Let's go do something this week.
Dude, I fucking want to. Well, I keep thinking about what to do for my birthday, and I want to do something fun. I really want us to go to a theme park, but I don't know if we can afford that or if we have time for that.
We'll figure that out.
Because I want to so badly.
I want to do like a Halloween Horror Nights.
Me too.
I'm going to shit my pants and scream, and then
we should do that.
Well,
because we both hate those kind of things where people are coming at you, but maybe we should just try it. Maybe we should just try it because we both hate it. So let's just.
All right.
It's funny. Adventurous doesn't necessarily mean do things you hate, but.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, maybe
just because you don't want to do it.
Yeah. If you don't want, to do anything, don't do it. That's not what we're trying to say. But like, if there is something you do, just go for it.
Yeah.
But guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's been another great week.
Yay.
Come back next week.
Well,
yes, come back next week, but in a different way.
Yeah, because we're going to be taking a little bit of a break since, as we mentioned, Jenna's going out of town.
Yes. So take this time to catch up on episodes. Tell your fucking friends.
Yes.
Maybe listening to a new podcast for someone.
Yeah.
Is adventurous. Get out of your little old habits. Listen to our shit.
Exactly.
Or what if being adventurous is like not listening to our podcast? Don't do that.
You know what? If you're that much of an avid listener that you need to be adventurous by stepping away from it, then I will marry you.
Yeah. We condone that. No, shit. Condone is bad, right?
No, condone is good.
You condone something?
Yes. If you don't condone it, then it's bad. If you
condoning means like I condone this. It's
no, condemning is bad.
Condemning.
Condoning is good.
Condoning is good.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I condone you to, that sounds weird, to step away if you need to. Maybe take next week to stop listening to podcasts, read a book.
There you go.
That's not really adventurous. I don't know what I'm talking about. I need food.
Bye-bye.
Bye.